This video is on 3 great perspectives for dealing with abusive partners. If you're dealing with an abusive partner, I hope that these help you, and I'll contrast the healthy and the unhealthy perspectives so that you can see what some people tend to get wrong about this situation, including me in past relationships. If this is not you, but it's a friend or a family member, this may help you to have more empathy and understanding for them and to help provide them more of a helpful perspective as they tell you about their situation. So let's get started. The first healthy perspective for dealing with an abusive partner is a no excuses policy for anything that crosses the line. For example, it's never okay to act physical. It's never okay to throw things. It's never okay to threaten someone. Why is it so important to have a no excuses policy? Because there's often a lot of blame shifting and gaslighting that comes from the abusive person in these situations. What does that sound like? Well, I only did that abusive thing, like throwing something, because you made me so upset by forgetting to close the refrigerator or talking to me in the wrong way. And that's actually representing a really unhealthy mindset. The unhealthy mindset is that as soon as anybody makes a mistake in the relationship, it's okay to act abusively. That's not a healthy mindset and it's not accurate. What needs to be clear is that there's never any excuse ever for acting abusively. Normal couple stuff, like forgetting to close the refrigerator or talking to someone in the wrong way, you don't deal with that by acting abusively. That's really unhealthy. So the healthy mindset has to be no excuses ever. And the benefit of that is that it cuts right through all the BS and gaslighting and blame shifting that abusive people tend to employ. The second healthy mindset for dealing with an abusive partner is that love is not the answer to everything. Another way to put this is that a great relationship, air quotes, is about a lot more than just love. A great relationship takes people taking care of each other's needs. It takes people not just loving each other on the inside, but showing that love in a way that the other partner can receive and appreciate. It takes being a great example for your kids if you're co-parenting together. It takes a lot of things. And the unhealthy mindset is that love is the answer. Like, love is the only thing that's important. Love justifies anything. Love means that you should act loyally towards a person, even if they're hurting you or hurting the people around them. So that's the healthy and the unhealthy, right? You can't just focus on love. Serious long-term relationships that involve, healthy people do need a lot more care and a lot more other things besides just love. If you don't have love, that's a problem too. But love is not on its own sufficient. So I invite you to adjust your mindset if you find yourself taking the love over everything mindset. And I invite you also to go back to number one about no excuses if somebody else is trying to use that love mindset on you. If they're saying, but don't you love me? Can't you give me another chance? Remind them that it's not just about love. Yes, you love them. You also need them to act in a safe and peaceful way and to help take care of each other's needs. So just shift from that unhealthy mindset of love overall towards that healthy mindset of love plus some other things that are important too. And the third healthy mindset for dealing with an abusive partner is to understand that an abusive relationship can affect every part of your life. It's a huge problem. The contrast, the unhealthy mindset, is that it's okay to have a problem in your relationship because the rest of your life is doing great. The truth is, if you have an abusive relationship, it's going to affect your self-confidence. It's going to affect who your friends are. It's going to affect your relationship with your family members. It might affect your career and how you flourish and express yourself in life because that person might be very controlling towards other parts of your life. Let me put it this way. If you were 200 pounds over your ideal weight, over your healthy weight, whatever that is, that would probably affect every other area of your life as well, right? It might affect your relationships. It might affect your energy to go and do things with your friends. It might affect your career in some way. It might, affect all sorts of your self-confidence in other parts of your life in different ways. A relationship and an abusive relationship is exactly the same way. And that's because all of the parts of our life are interconnected. Why is this such an important, healthy mindset to adopt to understand that an abusive relationship is such a big problem? Because it means that you are unlikely to settle for leaving abusive behaviors in the relationship. If you understand that it's a huge problem that affects your career, your other relationships in your life, your self-confidence, your family, your job, etc., you're much more likely to feel a lot of pressure to actually make a change and not to settle for keeping that abuse in your life. So just keep in mind, everything is connected. Making a change in an abusive relationship can also have a positive ripple effect towards every other aspect of your life as well once you successfully make that change. So that's it. Those are 3 helpful perspectives to take if you find that you're dealing with an abusive partner. I really encourage you to take a no excuses mindset, a love is great, but other things are important too mindset, and a mindset that relationships are incredibly important and making a positive change there affects every part of your life. It's not just okay to have a problem in your relationship and to be good in other areas. If you are dealing with an abusive partner, my heart goes out to you, and I invite you to check out the other videos on the channel for help on emotional processing, common questions like can abusive people change, and helpful strategies both before and after leaving an abusive relationship. Good luck with your situation, and thanks for watching.